One wrong move with your 401k rollover and the IRS could take a massive chunk out of your retirement savings before you ever even see a dime. Right now, about 41% of workers, they cash out or they're mishandling their 401ks when they leave the job, and not from a small mistake. This is years of your life going straight to taxes, to penalties. But today, folks, I'm going to walk you through a simple 5-step checklist that shows exactly how to move your money the right way, direct, tax-free, and completely safe. Guys, this is huge. Okay, so let me just set the stage for a second. Let me set it right now. You worked hard for that money. You have it in your 401k. Maybe it took you 10 years to build it up. Maybe it took you 30 years. And now you're either leaving the job, you're retiring, or just realizing that your old 401k is just sitting somewhere forgotten while your life moved on. And here's the scary part. Moving that money, it sounds simple. You think it's just going to be a transfer, right? Wrong. IRS that has specific rules, and if you don't know them exactly, folks, they treat your money like it was what? A withdrawal. And that means income taxes. That means potentially a 10% early withdrawal penalty. On top of that, on a $50,000 rollover alone, you could lose $20,000 in taxes and penalties if it's done wrong. That's not a typo, folks. That's almost half of your money gone. So let me ask you this first question, and I want you to really think about this. Think about it. Do you actually know where all of your old 401k accounts, where they at right now? Seriously, think back. How many old jobs have you had? Okay, the average American has changed jobs about 12 times over your career. And right now, there are nearly 32 million forgotten 401k accounts, not new ones, forgotten, that's out there holding about $2.1 trillion in retirement money that people, they just walked away from. $2.1 trillion. And some of that, it honestly could be yours. So before you do anything, your first job is to track down every single account you have. Call old employers, check old paperwork, because folks, you can't protect what you can't find. Now, once you know what you have, okay, here's where most people I found out they make their biggest mistake. 10 years license, this is the mistake they make. And this is the heart of the video. There's two type of rollovers. You have a direct rollover and a indirect rollover. Now, let me explain both for plain English. Direct rollover means the money goes straight from where your old retirement account, okay, to your new one. You never touch it, and it goes custodian to custodian, okay, meaning from one financial institution directly to another one. So you don't see any of the checks, you don't see any of the money, you don't hold the cash, it just moves. It's clean, it's tax free, it's no drama. Now, indirect rollovers, that's the dangerous one. That's when your old plan, they send you the money directly to you, as in a check, your name. It arrives to your house. And it sounds fine, right? But here's the problem. The IRS requires your employer to immediately withhold 20% of that check for taxes. The money they send to you, 20%. So if you had $100,000 in your 401k, you'd only get an $80,000 check. Now, you have 60 days to deposit the full $100,000 into your new account, but you only have $80,000. So you'd have to come up with the missing $20,000 out of your own pockets, or the IRS counts it as what? A withdrawal. Taxable, penalized, gone. So here's the question, okay? Number 2 for you. Have you ever received a check from an old 401k and assumed everything was fine? If so, you want to think back carefully, folks. Did you redeposit the full amount within 60 days? Because if you didn't, you may have what? You may have unknowingly triggered a tax event and never even realized it. And this is exactly what happened to a guy that I call Robert. 58 years old, changing old jobs after 22 years at the same company, one of my clients. He had $180,000 in his 401k. His HR department, they told him what? He could take a distribution and just roll it over. And what do you think he figured? That's no problem. He gonna deposit it. When he got around to it, the check came. It was for $144,000 because $20,000 was already withheld. Now, Robert didn't have that 36 grand sitting around to be able to make up the difference. He missed the 60-day window, and the IRS treated the whole $180,000 as taxable income. His tax bill was, guess what? It was devastating that year. He lost tens of thousands of dollars, right? That he had been building up for over 2 decades. All because what? Nobody told him the right way to do it. And that story, folks, is not unusual. It happens to a lot of my clients, and it's 100% avoidable. So let's just talk about that. Let's talk about the checklist, the 5 steps. Simple, follow, and you will never be like my client Robert. Step 1, find and inventory all of your retirement accounts. Like I said, go back through every employer, like I said, you've ever had. You call them, you look up those old statements. Okay, you want to know exactly what you have and where it is before you make a single move. That's step 1. Now, step number 2, you need to choose the destination account. Where is this money going? Okay, a new employer's 401k, going to an IRA, a Roth IRA, an annuity. It matters because if you roll pre-tax money into a Roth IRA, that is a taxable event. You're going to owe income taxes on the whole amount, okay? You want to match the account type. If it's pre-tax money, go to a traditional IRA or traditional 401k. After tax, Roth money goes to a Roth account, okay? Your fixed index annuities. Same to same. Always try that. Step 3, request a direct custodian to custodian or trustee to trustee transfer. Call the new financial institution first, okay? Tell them you want to do an income and rollover. Why? They're going to walk you through the paperwork that you need. Then you call the old plan and tell them you want to do a direct rollover to that new institution. Give them the new account information, the paperwork. That way the money moves without you having to touch it. That's the only way to guarantee a 0 withholding and 0 tax risk. Now, here's the question. All right, question number 3. Are you sure that your new financial institution is actually set up to receive that rollover? Okay, not every employer plan accepts income and rollovers. So you have to ask that before you start. Don't just assume they're going to do it. Confirm it. Make sure you get it in writing if you can. Then step 4, you got to watch the clock. Even on your direct rollover, folks, things could take time, and the transfer process, it could take anywhere from a few days all the way up, I've seen, to a few weeks, depending on the institutions that are involved. So you need to stay on top of it. You need to call both sides if you haven't seen any kind of confirmations within 2 weeks. Don't just set it and forget it. Oh, that's a huge mistake, because missing that 60-day window without any indirect or direct rollover turns the entire distribution into a taxable withdrawal. So if anything goes sideways, you got to catch it fast, folks. And then step number 5, keep your paperwork. Save your form, your 1099-Rs, your confirmation form for new accounts. Even when a rollover is done correctly, and even if no taxes are owed, you still need to report it on your tax returns. Remember that. So your accountant needs to know it. Your CPA needs to know it. The IRS could ask different questions. So having that documentation is going to protect you. Because let me give you guys another scenario. I want you to think about this. All right. I had another client. She was 62 years old. She just retired after 28 years as a nurse. She had $340,000 in her hospital's 401k. She called her new IRA provider first. She got all that paperwork set up, right? Then she called the old plan, and she requested a direct custodian to custodian transfer, and the money moved in about 10 business days. Oh, good. Not a penny withheld. Sounded good. Not a dollar lost. She kept her confirmation letter, her Form 1099-R. She kept it in a folder for tax season. Her accountant reported it correctly. 0 taxes were due. The transfer, perfect. That's how it was supposed to work. Now, here I tell people the last question. I want you to leave you guys with this. All right, what is the cost of waiting? every month your money sits in an old plan and it doesn't fit your needs, it may be stuck in a bad investment allocation. It may be getting eaten up by administrative fees, and it's definitely not working as hard as it could be for you. It's pretty much set it and forget it. All right, even a small $4.55 monthly fee could drain $1,600 from your account across 30 years. And those small leaks is what's going to sink that big ship, guys. So you got to catch all these things. I tell people. So here's the bottom line, folks. Moving your 401k, it shouldn't be complicated. It's not, but it is unforgiving if you get it wrong. I'm telling you, the reward for doing it right is keeping every dollar you earned tax-free, right where it belongs. The risk of doing it wrong, it could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Trust me, and you most likely won't be able to get it back. So that checklist is simple. Find your accounts, pick the right destination, go direct custodian to custodian, transfer to transfer, watch the clock, and then save your paperwork. Those are the 5 things. So if this helped you guys, please hit the like button right now and subscribe, okay? You don't want to miss out my next video that I'm dropping. And grab your free rollover checklist, okay? I put those in the description below, and it's a 1-page PDF, okay? You can print it out. You can follow step by step. And if you're ready to sit down and make an actual personalized plan, you could reach back out to me, schedule yourself a consultation, and using the link in the description, and I'll be able to walk you through all the specific situations. Make sure you know the pros, make sure you know the cons, and an important note, understand that everything in this video right here is for educational purposes only. I've been licensed for the last decade, but every one of you guys are different, so make sure you know who you're talking to. You have your CPA and your accountants and the right folks that can help you out with your plan before you make any decisions. It could be with me or anyone else. So with that being said, ladies and gents, just here to drop a few cents. You're here to retire with Earl, a decade license in the financial industry and 2 decades of investment portfolio experience. I hope this information was good. I'll see you on the next one.